and you know what? All the Bahamian chains should be booming in too. This is where I'm getting at. Maybe they don't have, they don't have radios, God bless them.
Oh, they got radios. They just don't hang out here.
Listening to, like somebody else.
Oh yeah, you'll catch them on all the bands, C6s, C8, C7, the whole chain.
They're listening, they're listening, they're just not keying the microphone. But it's just nice to hear. I love the Bahamas. I spent a lot of time in the Bahamas, so I just, and not radio-wise, and, just being there and just living in the beautiful water and eating conch and,
It'll be okay. We know you're an island boy.
Yeah, it'll be just fine. Don't worry. They got a nice casino over there.
Yeah, my flip-flops are... Nick, I blew out some flip-flops a couple days ago. It's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, you gotta stop buying the cheap ones from Walmart, man.
Remember when mine blew out?
Oh, yeah, mine blew out. No, no, these weren't Walmart. These were like, I don't know what they were. Hey Dudes or maybe Reefs or something I had for a while. Whatever. Yeah, Mark, he ended up buying flip-flops over here for like, over his budget.
$60 for a pair of flip-flops on the island. The only place that had them.
Oh, man, they took you for a ride, bro.
I got everybody for a ride. It blew out in the parking lot. I went to step out of the truck and my foot went flying out of my flip-flop. I go, look, there's the flip-flop store. I said, I'll be right back, Dave. Come out, they were $60 for a pair of flip-flops, the cheap ones.
Do you still have them?
I'm wearing them right now, seeing them like.
Damn it, man, that's awesome. I love it. See that? Good quality still lingers, I think.
Yeah, flip-flops till we come back home.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I think this amplifier is working.
Yeah, well, I'm going to plug this program. Well, we're going to check a few things.
In the back, you're going to plug in. You're going to plug the laptop in the back.
What's that do?
Yeah, there's a spot in the back for a laptop to go into to program and make everything is copacetic on the Alpha. Yeah, pretty cool. Well, we'll see when it happens.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that is right.
Leave that to the professionals.
I just plugged the ALC in, maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe we don't have to do it.
Yeah, wait till...
Hey, Nick, do you hear me all right?
He's on the...
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
Minus the ALC mod now.
Yeah, because Nick, you're fading on me.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe the band's changing, I don't know.
Oh, you're 20 over there. No. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's fine. It's all good.
Jimmy Crackhorn, and I don't care. Oh, shit! I talked to 429.
No, yeah? How's Randy doing these days?
Well, I showed him my amp, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so glad that somebody is still in the hobby." And he's not in the hobby anymore, and I guess his antenna needs to be brought down and redone or whatever. But yeah, he's not into it anymore. I think he's very disappointed. I don't know. Did you ever meet him in person?
No, I never met him in person.
I think I have years ago, many years ago. because he sent me a picture of himself fishing, and I go, oh my God, I know that guy. Back in the 80s, I know him, and I always felt like I always knew him, and I think so, maybe, I don't know.
Like Frank, you know?
Yeah, like Frank. Yeah, well, Frank knows my mom.
Yeah, his mom knows your mom, and they all know each other. So, that was just a weird coincidence.
Oh, we've all been in the neighborhood forever.
Oh, yeah. And to find a local like that, it's like, that's in the ham radio, it's like, okay, here we go. We got some stories now.
Lauderdale by the Sea used to be a really silly place.
Well, didn't the bridge get blown, or the pier, something get knocked down, and they kind of hampered it down there a little bit at the restaurant?
Well, they never really fixed the pier. The whole end of it is still screwed up. Has been for years.
Yeah, since the hurricane came through, that hurricane.
Yeah, but there have been contractor problems with the Angler Pier just since the beginning of time.
Well, I could tell you about the pier. I already talked to the city. I was there a couple of days ago talking to the city about the pier.
Yeah, it's sad that things will drag out as long as they have.
Isn't it privately owned or something, and the person really don't have the money to rebuild it and make a new place out of it?
Yeah. So it's privately owned, and they don't have the money to rebuild it. But the city gets phone calls all day long. Are you going to bring the pier back? Are you going to bring the pier back? Blah, blah, blah. It keeps going on like that. And people come in there going, oh my God, when I was a little kid, my son, they lived on that pier. This goes back to the 60s. And so the city's getting like, oh my God, we got to bring the pier back. But I think it will come back, but it was privately owned. And, so if the city took control of it, it would have been built, a year ago.
Who's it going to benefit?
Well, it's a pier. It's a pier. The city needs the pier back. It's historic, and it's I mean, come on. I mean, it's the coastline of Florida. There's certain areas that have piers, and this one needs to come back. It's broken from the hurricane. It's a freaking landmark.
So, I wouldn't doubt. The owner of that thing that claims he got the money to fix it, he probably does.
Well, I don't know what to say. But it needs to go. Frank will tell you, and the pier needs to come back. Yeah, the pier is a landmark. It's like part of the personality of Lauderdale by the Sea. It is. When we were little kids, we'd go there. And we all did. Even my kid. And Frank and who, that's part of it was old England Pier.
Can't you go to like a city meeting or something and get a bunch of people in? I think that.
No.
It's private, it's owned by an individual. And he's a Dem and has a lot of power, and he says he'd rather people to suffer and yet look at it and leave it the way it is until the time runs out and the city buys it.
Yeah, well, hey, I don't know. And then the old Holiday Inn there on the corner, the big field. Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't? Yeah, so my neighbor across the street where you were parked, they have the contract on that if he ever sells it or wants to sell it. He goes, he's the guy that built all those condos, the new condos on the beach, that's like, whatever, multi-million-dollar. That's his property. And so the city's like, you know, they're like, what are you going to do with this? Whatever. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to leave it as is. I want to make it a park for my kids. So he apparently, so he was offered $30 million for that, you know, because I know that. And then he's like, no, I don't want it. Just whatever. This guy has like more money than God is, so he's like, I'm just going to leave it a park for my kids.
Yeah, I know literally everybody on Bougainvillea, Elmar, Hibiscus, Ocean. I know them all. I know them all by first name. They all know me.
No. Well, you know the story about that.
DJ, I could go on all day long.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it looks like this guy does not want to get rid of it. Because, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So I guess that was kind of weird. They finally forced him to take it down. You know, the dad used to have his water stuff leaning over there, and then the eye people. I can't remember what the name of that stuff was. But that was the president of the eye club that used to be over there. And that was right before it shut down. And then it was empty for years and years and years, and they started finding them, and that's when he ended up having to go ahead and tear the damn thing down and leave it as a field.
Well, you know what happened there? It's at Holiday Inn, right?
I know the whole story. I know all the background. I know all about it.
Yeah, Daryl was a cop, and they were doing maneuvers in there, and something happened, and he ended up got hurt. And Daryl, he was he used to go with the people down, you know, down the street. So he got hurt and sued, and then after that suing, that's where it all happened.
Yeah, it all went sideways, and it went sideways as far as demolition permits and everything. It was just crazy.
Yeah, because they were doing maneuvers on the building because it was empty. You know, like the police or police and whoever else, all law enforcement of whatever sort, they were doing stuff in there, maneuvers, and he got hurt, and that just it turned it around. Yeah. I know that area quite well.
I mean, we literally used to walk through the parking lot on the way to the beach.
Yeah, you can park right at the parking lot and go to the beach, but we just parked at the clubhouse because it was, part of the clubhouse. But, yeah, and inside there, the sun, oh my God, you know, the guys with the suntan lotion, you know, he was there and he was down at the end, and oh my God, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Hawaiian traffic dude.
Yeah. I knew him forever.
Yeah, he used to hang around with us.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Down the yeah, right? Oh my God. Back in the
Yeah, a long time ago. Hey, listen, I gotta get back to it. I'm busy pounding on a radio over here. I'm still playing with the DX10. It's still fun.
Down under and whatever. Hey, why don't you fix Mark's 3000? It's an easy fix. I'll drop it off to you.
Well, that's the problem. It's an easy fix. I don't want to work on anything that's easy. I only want to work on the impossible. This is the radio that was underwater. This is the radio that was under salt water.
Yeah, but you can't always dog a friend. We're friends. We're closer than you think, and maybe you can fix it for just a little skinny or something.
I will keep it under advisement, but I normally don't take in work, and you know that.
Okay, I see how you are. I remember that.
If somebody needs help, I generally would jump in and help. But if it's a job that somebody else can do, and his radio is a job that anybody can do, and just get to send it over to a 3-8 guy, and they'll put it back together and charge him $100 and they'll get a different radio back. That's not the kind of confidential.
All right, I'm sorry I asked.
It's not a big issue and not a bundle. It's not what I do.
Well, I'm sorry I asked. You know what? I'm not like that ham guy like all you guys are. I just show up and spiel my spiel for years to years. Whatever. That's okay.
That's all good. Yeah, I just play with crap that interests me. No more, no less. That's it.
All right.
Okay, let me get to it. I'm beating on this thing on the bench. Can I do?